Hello everyone, I'm very excited. I'm going to share with you today a recipe of how to make a wonderful juice. We're going to use apples. I usually use two apples when I make it for myself, but earlier I already made one, and so I'm going to just show you how to make it. So it's up to you if you want to use less or more apples, but usually I use about two this size, and of course if it's bigger. So apples, you're going to use carrots. This is a pretty huge carrot, but I do use this scrub brush to scrub instead of peeling it with a knife, because there are a lot of nutrients on the surface and you don't want to get rid of it. You want to use as many nutrients. So after you peel it, you cut about an inch, cut a little bit more than an inch from the top and the bottom, and we use celery. So apples, carrots, and celery. I usually use about 3 or 4 sticks of celery, but when it comes to making juice for my son, I use one because the celery does give a little bit of bitter taste to the juice, and so every child is different, just like every person. Some people like it, some people don't, and it's up to you. But I got this idea about this juice from the Gerson Therapy book. And it's a great book, a great tool, lots of knowledge that you can get from. I got it from Amazon. It wasn't very expensive either, but it's up to you. And, I will be sharing some ideas from that book as well. So anyway, I did use this juice a lot when my son was sick about 2 years ago. He had a fever and a rash, and I took him to two doctors, and they couldn't figure out what was wrong with him. So anyway, I decided to be my own doctor, and I used this juice, apples, carrots, and celery, just this is described in the book. I gave it to my son by the hour, every hour, a glass of this juice, and a scoop of vitamin C. But I'm not telling you not to use medicine. You have to, if you are diabetic or you have any kind of illness, or either way, just I suggest you talk to your health practitioner, doctor or pediatrician. Just discuss things with them before you start doing something like this. Now that there is a danger, there's no danger. Before there was medicine, actually there was food. Anyway, so we grab the apples. I kind of cut them on little pieces like this much. And then I don't cut the carrots or the celery. Let me show you my juicer quickly. So this part here of the juicer is pretty heavy, where the motor is, and this is the front only. The juice comes through this side here, and whatever's left over comes on this side. So let me just show you quickly how it looks like. It's not complicated at all. So this is the part that you want to have instead of the one that spins around. We used to have a juicer before this one, that's the one that spins around, and we used it for about, I don't know, 3 months maybe, and then I threw it away because it didn't juice well. Now I've done research. Again, the first time I started reading about juicers, it was in this book, The Gerson Therapy, and he describes inside what type of juicers is the best to use. And this one was one of the cheapest one that we found. But we paid about 300, I think, dollars. We used the credit card because we couldn't afford it at that time. So, but it's worth it. It's absolutely worth it. So anyway, let's go ahead and juice. So I put the apples. And then the celery, when there's leafy part, just put it facing down. And then the carrot. After I finish, oops, there's a little piece of apple left. After I finish juicing, I like to put just a little bit of water inside so that we use everything that's left down there and we don't throw away some good nutrients. Alrighty, here we have wonderful juice to boost your body and hydrate all of your cells. And I'll talk about this later in details, but when your cells are hydrated using good nutrients, not only water as most of us know, then our whole body function well. So cheers. It's very refreshing. And just to let you know, if you give it to your child, make sure that you give a little bit of celery first. Don't put too much, if I didn't mention that earlier. Next time I will share with you different kind of juicing. Actually, the one that my son really likes, because children usually like sweet juices, is using beets, watermelon, and strawberries. But more about that later. So I'll see you next time. Enjoy it.